What is up, YouTube? I'm coming back at you with another review, and today I'm very excited to be reviewing the Raw CBum Essentials pre-workout. Is it the best budget pre-workout out there on the market? That's the question I'm going to be answering today. This is my third tub of this pre-workout, and overall, I've been enjoying it quite a bit so far. So I hope you're able to leave this video knowing a little bit more about what makes a pre-workout good, some of the other competitive options out there, and overall, what you can do to make this pre-workout even better. So before we get into it, as always, trying to grow this channel and provide more good information for everyone out there that's trying to learn. So be sure to like this video, drop a comment to help the algorithm, hit that subscribe button, ring the notification bell if you're trying to do the most, and share it around with any of your friends that are looking to try a new pre-workout or any of your friends that are using a trash pre-workout and need to upgrade. Let's get right into it. I don't want to waste any of your time today. What makes a pre-workout good? Now, this might be a little bit of a hot take, but I really look for 3 ingredients in a pre-workout that'll cover your bases. For a budget pre-workout, this is definitely what you're looking for, and these are going to be staple ingredients for any good pre-workout out there. The first ingredient we're looking for is L-citrulline. And the ergogenic dose, or the dose that's going to get you the benefit, will be 6 to 8 grams. So L-citrulline helps promote blood flow, which, if you're lifting, will promote better pumps. And that's what we're all in the gym to try to get, right? Another ingredient that's a staple for many is caffeine. And there's a big variety of guidelines for what's ergogenic for caffeine. I've seen 3 to 6 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. I've also seen what I included here, which is 4 to 9 milligrams per kilogram of caffeine before athletic performance. Now, I will say that like any drug, you can build a tolerance to caffeine, and some people are a little bit more caffeine sensitive than others. So especially when you're going off that 4 to 9 milligram per kilogram dose, that's pretty high. I wouldn't recommend that, but that is what has been found in studies to be very beneficial. Think about that. For me, I'm just under 100 kilograms, and that would be 4 to 900 milligrams of caffeine. I think I'd be in a fucking coma after that. So definitely use some discretion there. Caffeine is actually an adenosine antagonist, meaning that it prevents the uptake of adenosine to its receptors. Adenosine is what makes you feel tired. So this is going to help you feel more alert, and it's going to help you be a little bit more locked in to your training with the practical application. Some people will argue with me on this last staple ingredient, but beta-alanine, I think it's an important ingredient because it acts as a buffer to the metabolites that accumulate throughout your training. And don't get me wrong, you want metabolite accumulation because it's been shown that metabolite accumulation does promote hypertrophy, but when you're constantly gassing out early on sets, that's not a great thing. So I think that there's kind of a trade-off between muscular damage and tension that's applied to the muscle and metabolite accumulation, right? So that's why I do like beta-alanine in pre-workouts, because it's buffering the pH or lowering the acidity that hits your muscles. The acidity is what causes that burn, that painful burn. And if you're able to buffer that slightly, you'll be able to get a couple more reps throughout your set, and it's generally a pretty good thing. Lots more nuance that goes into that. God, I wish there were simple answers. I've seen a variety of dose recommendations. Around 3.2 is what you want. So that's what we're looking for here. Now that we have the education out of the way, so here is the pre-workout, and I'm going to read off the ingredient label to you. We won't cover all these ingredients, but we'll cover the main heavy hitters. So L-citrulline is at 4 grams or 4,000 milligrams under the ergogenic dose, which isn't great. This means you're not directly getting the benefit of the pump. Second ingredient, beta-alanine, 3.2 grams. That's right on point. L-tyrosine is dosed at 2 grams, which L-tyrosine can be dosed anywhere from like 500 milligrams to 4,000. So pretty good dosing right here. Taurine at 1 gram, 1,000 milligrams. And if we're talking taurine real quick, something you see in a lot of energy drinks, it helps with the production of norepinephrine, epinephrine, and dopamine. So those things that kind of like provide some maybe mental clarity. Weak evidence on that. It's not a staple. That's why I didn't include it. And we also have natural caffeine as green coffee bean extract at 200 milligrams, pink Himalayan salt at 200 milligrams as well. You have a variety of electrolytes that go into muscular contractions. So once again, promoting the pump here. That's what the ingredient label looks like for this Essentials pre-workout, and we're getting it at $1 per serving. Now that is a pretty dang good value if you ask me. A couple things to talk about with Raw in general. I think I have a Raw discount code. I don't know if it actually still works because I was trying to be like one of their affiliate athletes, but I think it was like DMartin070. So try that if you want 10% off. I'd really appreciate any money that hits my PayPal. So a little plug there for myself. Raw, I think overall they're a good brand. One disconcerting thing that I did see from Raw was when Chris Bumstead did a video breaking down all of their pre-workouts, this one included, and he blatantly said that 4 grams or 4,000 milligrams of L-citrulline is an ergogenic dose. And every study that I've found does not agree with that. So I think they try to do good, but maybe they're not the most educated. I know certain individuals on their team are. Matt Jansen, I'm talking to you here. Overall, this brand is really, really popular, not only because they partner with Chris Bumstead, but I think because of the aesthetic, right? Like simple yet effective label, and that goes with all their products, all of their apparel. It has a very like simple but like punchy type of look. So with any pre-workout, don't get bought into the marketing. Don't buy a product just because of the marketing. You want to be buying it because of its value. So with that being said, let's compare this pre-workout to other pre-workouts that are on the market at a similar price point. The first one being the Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard pre-workout. Now, you might not be able to see from the picture that I included here, but this is an extremely weak ingredient list at the exact same price point. So I believe it has like no citrulline, it has 175 milligrams of caffeine, and it has maybe 1 or 2 grams of beta-alanine. So definitely was weak in terms of the ingredient list. And at the same price, I mean, gosh, that's not a great look for Optimum Nutrition. I did find the LIT pre-workout on sale for around $6 more for a tub than this Raw. And it does have a pretty solid ingredient list, but not quite up to par with what we're working with here at Raw. So I give that one to the Essentials pre-workout once again. Next, we're looking at Alani Nu, which is right around $33 for a tub of 30 servings. And the one thing that I don't like about this ingredient list is that it uses L-citrulline malate. So essentially you need twice as much L-citrulline malate as L-citrulline, just because it's bound with malic acid, which is good, but that means that there's usually about half the amount of L-citrulline compared to malate, right? Because it's a 2-to-1 ratio. So they are definitely slacking on the pump. And then their beta-alanine is also less. Their tyrosine is significantly less. Caffeine's about the same there. So, yeah, less of a value in my opinion. And then everyone's go-to, a lot of people's first pre-workout, my own first love. This one took my pre-workout virginity. I remember the first time I scooped it. I remember how I felt. I remember that beta-alanine itch. God, if I could go back and tell that kid to never take pre-workout, because I've been hopelessly addicted ever since. C4, about the same price. Maybe even cheaper, actually. I might have lied. C4 might be cheaper, but the ingredient list is dog shit, so don't waste your time with C4. Talk about how the Essentials pre-workout compares to other products, specifically in the pre-workout category from Raw. Now, Thavage is a pre-workout that I've tried several times, and it is priced at $50 for 20 servings. They also do a 1 scoop versus 2 scoops, but only the 2 scoops or 20 servings gives you the ergogenic dose. So they're kind of playing numbers games there. So Thavage is over twice as much per serving than the Essentials, and it is a good ingredient list. Can't lie. But when you compare the Thavage to the Super Thavage, $60 for 20 servings. Yes, that's about 50 cents more a serving, but the Super Thavage ingredient list is on point. 400 milligrams of caffeine, mushroom extract. It's loaded to the gills. So I would just go for the Super Thavage if you're looking to upgrade, or if you're looking to be budget friendly, opt for the essentials. That's the way I would do it. We won't get too much into those ingredient lists, but just know they're solid for their price. A real quick caveat, the one thing I like about this Essentials pre-workout is that it is very accessible. You can buy it on Amazon, you can buy it on Raw's website, and you can also buy it at Walmart now. How do I feel about Raw products in Walmart? Oh man, that's a tough one because generally Walmart products aren't great, but I will say this would be probably the best pre-workout for Walmart that I've ever seen. So it's cool that they partnered with Walmart and that this pre-workout is so accessible. There's a Walmart exclusive flavor too. It's like Fruit Burst. I need to go to Walmart and get one, but there's really no Walmarts close to me. So let's get to the actual review and rating of this pre-workout. So in my opinion, the dosing is about a 6 out of 10. It's not great, but for the price, it's not bad. That being said, you're not getting the ergogenic dose of many of the ingredients, so it's not great. I have to put that at a 6 out of 10. With the price point being considered, if this were a little bit more expensive, that would drop to a 3 or 4 out of 10. The price is a 10 out of 10. How often can you find 200 milligrams of caffeine for $1 a serving? A coffee is like $4 these days. An energy drink, $3. This is a good savings in that regard. In performance, I say it's an 8 out of 10 for what it is. Once again, I'm factoring in the price because there are better pre-workouts out there. Most definitely, there are better pre-workouts out there. But with the cost in mind, I do feel a benefit from this pre-workout. There's the placebo effect, where I'm not breaking the bank and I'm still getting that placebo effect. So I rank this at an 8 out of 10. And overall, my 6, 10, and 8 out of 10 averages to 8 out of 10 overall for this pre-workout. For the price, it's really hard to beat. I want to go a little further and talk about the perfect workaround that I found for this pre-workout, right? So it lacks in L-citrulline, which is arguably the most important ingredient because it promotes the pump. So what I've done is bought this Nutricost nitric oxide booster, which includes L-arginine, arginine HCl, arginine AKG, I don't know what that is, L-citrulline at 375 milligrams, and L-citrulline malate at 375 milligrams. I do a serving of this in combination with the pre, puts it at about $1.25 a serving, and you're getting the ergogenic dose for your pump product. So that's a little workaround. Found the Nutricost on Amazon. Nutricost has great cost-effective supplements. So if you're not trying to break the bank, that's a great go-to. But definitely, guys, let me know your thoughts below. Do you have another favorite budget pre-workout or another favorite pre-workout in general? I'm curious. I want more things to try. I want more things to review. So drop those comments down below and let me know. I appreciate you for watching this video. Please support the socials. Once again, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, like the video. I have a podcast called The Trainer Scoop where I interview trainers that I respect, fitness professionals, people that have really cool fitness stories. So that's on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. And then I'm also pretty active on Instagram, posting educational posts, posting about training, all that fun stuff at DMart Training on Instagram. So check me out there. Once again, guys, I really appreciate you for checking out this video, and I hope you all have a great day.